The C.D. Howe Institute's recent report, popularized through the piece titled, "The Real Canadian Housing Crisis is in How We Build," it argues that Canada's affordability problem is fundamentally a construction productivity problem. So I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. That framing is wrong, or at least it's so incomplete it sends us chasing the wrong fix. Yes, Canada should modernize. Yes, modular, panelization, digitization, and better scheduling can help. Builders aren't allergic to innovation. We're allergic to wasting time and money. But the idea that the core crisis is our building method is a classic case of blaming the last step in a broken chain. Because the truth is this. In Canada, housing is not constrained at the job site. It's constrained before the job site exists. I mean, we can't build differently around a system that makes it painfully difficult to build at all. The biggest delays, the highest costs, and the most unpredictable risks live upstream. Land policy, approvals, servicing, off-site levies, permits, timelines, political whiplash, and inconsistent rules that shift mid-process. If you want the shortest definition of the real housing crisis, here it is. Uncertainty. And no factory can prefabricate certainty. The report's supporters love to point at long permit timelines and say, see, if we standardize more, we'd speed approvals. Maybe, on the margins, but let's not pretend that standardization solves a municipal process that's slow because it's fragmented, it's under-resourced, and often incentivized to delay. When a project's waiting months for clarity on conditions, revisions, or interdepartmental sign-offs, yes, I've seen it. That's not a carpentry problem. That's governance. Here's another reality that gets skipped in these productivity narratives. You don't get affordability by preaching at the builders about margins. In the current market, pricing power belongs to the buyer. If input costs drop, prices don't stay high out of spite. They adjust to what the market can absorb, because building homes matters more than winning a theoretical argument online, and builders don't profit by building homes no one can buy. And let's talk about modular like adults. Modular isn't magic. It's a tool. It's been around for decades, and it works brilliantly in some applications. Repetitive layouts, predictable sites, stable demand, and consistent permitting and inspections. But Canada is not Sweden, and comparisons that ignore our geography and our transportation constraints and provincial code differences and municipal variability are more inspirational than practical. Modular can absolutely be a part of the solution if governments stop treating it like a novelty that needs duplicated inspections and special case-by-case rulings and financing structures designed for slow site build milestones. If we want to fix affordability, we should focus on what actually moves the needle. So how about this? Approvals that are predictable and fast and measured in weeks, not full seasons. Infrastructure planning that matches growth, not density promises with no pipes and roads and schools. Development charges and fees that reflect reality, not a hidden tax that turns affordable into now impossible. How about financing and inspection reform that accommodates modern methods instead of punishing them? Those are just a few. So no, I don't accept the claim that the real crisis is how we build from people who have never built a damn thing. The real crisis is that Canada has built a system where building things is treated like a problem to be managed, not a need to be met. Fix the rules, fix the timelines, fix the incentives, and builders will do what we've always done. We'll adapt, we'll innovate, and we'll deliver. The crisis is real, but misdiagnosed, it's how we lose another decade.